Hello YouTube, ShamDragon25 here with yet another video. Alright now, this is a friends match during a tournament. This match here is about Eaglejorge versus Armyman4040. So, we'll see how this turns out. So far we're just wishing them both luck. Hold up. Wait. Yep, we're just wishing them both luck, and then here comes the start. After I quit lagging. Alright, Eaglejorge is up first. Let's see what he starts out with. Okay, first he starts out with a DD assailant, and so far he only has 2 back row. Yep, and Armyman4040 hits a MST. He changed MST with Book of Moon and Scapegoat. I'm going to show you guys these cards in case you don't know what they do. Give me a second. Alright, Armyman4040 plays not torrential. Darn, that's not torrential. He plays Allure of Darkness. Alright, so Allure of Darkness goes off. He summons Gale. He special summons Bora. He special summons another Bora. And that definitely works. It definitely works. There are too many combos for him to go into off of just those 3 cards. For those of you who know Black Wings, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so Eaglejorge takes piercing damage from Bora, and then he takes another piercing damage from Bora. That's 3,400 damage already by destroying 2 tokens, and then Gale attacks a 3rd token, which just gets rid of it, because Gale doesn't have piercing damage, of course. But yeah. Alright, Armyman sits 2 back row and ends his turn with no hand. Alright, so let's see what Eaglejorge does during his turn. He sets 1. Wonder what that could be. I'll put my money on it. It's a DD Warrior Lady. I really would put my money on it that that's a DD Warrior Lady. Okay, piercing damage, so no matter what it is, and it is Warrior Lady, wow. So yeah, Warrior Lady, minus 100 piercing for Warrior Lady. And then both monsters are banished. So we continue with a tribute summon of Air Knight Parshath. For those of you who don't know Parshath, he's a 1900 attacker, level 5, and he can do piercing damage, and when he destroys a monster, his controller gets to draw a card. Well, when he inflicts battle damage, my bad. When he inflicts battle damage, his controller gets to draw a card. And there's the end of the first round. I'm assuming Eaglejorge had a straight terrible hand. because that really didn't require a quit at that time. But oh well. I guess if you have a terrible hand, it requires a quit, because you're guaranteed you're gonna lose no matter what you do the next turn. Well, we'll see this turn. We'll see this time. We just gotta wish them both luck. In a few seconds. Alright, this time Eaglejorge is starting off first again. So let's see what he starts off with this time. A breaker. It gains 1900. It gains 300 attack and becomes 1900 because of its effect. It has a spell counter. So, yep. And it can destroy a back row if Armyman4040 plays one. He plays Heavy Storm to get rid of all Eaglejorge's back row, which is a Call of the Haunted, a Bottomless, I think that is, and a Scrap Iron Scarecrow. I'm pretty sure that was Bottomless. It's hard to tell when it's sideways like that, but it doesn't really matter now because it's gone. Alright, so he normal summons Bora, and he special summons Gale right behind it. Uses Gale's effect on Breaker. I'm not sure how much attack Breaker has at this point, but they're doing the math, not me, so that's their problem. For those of you who haven't noticed yet, I fail at simple math, so that's the reason I'm not commentating on damage or anything like that. So Bora attacks for 1700 damage. I know that. Okay, Eaglejorge's turn. He sets a back row. Oh, he sets two back row. And then he ends his turn. So back to Armyman with a back row and a Pot of Duality, a Gale, and a Bora. I'm pretty sure he's going to add value. Yep, he does. Okay, then he returns D-Prison and Gores back to deck. He won't need D-Prison and Gores most likely. Well, D-Prison I guess, but not Gores most likely. But hey, you never know. Always run it just in case. Okay, he sets a monster. He activates Ceasefire. His opponent takes 1500 damage from Ceasefire, and value is flipped face up. And then he activates Mirror Force, destroying both Bora and Gale. He sets a back row, and he ends his turn. Armyman sets a back row. He activates another Pot of Duality. He gets a Blizz, a D-Prison, and a DAD. Of course he's going to add DAD. Who wouldn't at this point? I mean, it's not that hard of a decision at this point, but yes. I'm pretty sure he's going to play that DAD this turn because I have absolute confidence that he had 3 darks in his graveyard already. What the heck? I don't want to buy a copy of Bora. I don't care about Bora. I care about commentating this match. Oh, I missed him activating, what is that card? Icarus Attack. Lets him tribute a monster and, well, a winged beast, and then get rid of 2 cards, well, up to 2 cards. So he normal summons a Blizzard, which lets him special summon, he special summons DAD, He normal summons Blizzard, which lets him special summon Bora. He's synchro summons for Brio. He has a Vayu in his grave, so he removes from play Vayu and Bora for I forget what Blackwing that is. I cannot tell you because I have no clue. I'm pretty sure its effect is basically useless though. The only reason they made it was for Vayu and the level 4 Blackwings. For those of us who don't want to run the level 5 Sirocco. Well, that's the end of this match, YouTube. It was commentated for you by Dragon25, and the match ends with Armyman4040 claiming 2 victories in a row. So, yeah, that's the end of that one. And, well, they're showing each other what they had, apparently. And Dragon signing off. Peace.